You've told me how little you know about her. A Jew who lived through the war in Europe. Who knows what lengths she went to survive.
I don't care what it costs. Find something that will rid us of her forever.
We must not hurt our baby. It's taking a life. It's a sin. I couldn't be with you if you did that, ever.
The baby's gone. What if he doesn't believe me?
I think you've had an abortion.
Can I kiss you?
I'm going to seek professional help while I'm there. There are doctors for that sort of thing.
I'll get it out of me, even if he has to cut it out.
What's it worth to you for the world not to find out that your son's a queer?
I reckon £1,000 should be about right.
He's been seen with Harry Paulson. We're being blackmailed.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me now. You know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now.
Why would I dream he was making love to Olivia and see her so abandoned when I'm the one who...
Yes?
I'm the one who desires Harry. Why make it Olivia in my dream?
You saw her as she would see you, a wanton betrayer. How did it make you feel?
Sick to my stomach.
Any other feeling?
I was envious
Why?
that I wasn't in her place.
Thank you.
I want you to cure me.
It won't be pleasant.
Being like this isn't pleasant.
I will need your total commitment.
You have it.
They told me you'd be back soon.
And here I am.
You've no doubt seen me pop in from time to time to offer pastoral care to patients less fortunate than some.
Yes.
I was wondering if some of your house patients may also benefit.
Oh, I'll give it some thought.
Because I'd be delighted. Miss Adams. Is that a ring I'm seeing? Third finger, left hand?
Yes, it's a ring.
Did a little birdie tell me it might have something to do with Mr. Bly?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what the little birdie said. But it is from Mr. Bly. And I'm sure you'll be invited to the wedding.
Still under.
Yeah, it was a strong draft.
You're staying.
I want to make sure of her state of mind when she wakes. You've no idea what caused it.
Some sort of argument with George.
About Sarah.
I'm not sure.
She kept mentioning James.
I don't know. Might I have time to pop into town briefly?
Yeah, be a good hour.
Plenty of time then.
predicted it, did I not, Alma dear? I saw Cupid flying through the air. I knew those arrows would hit their mark. Of course, they're from very different worlds. Goodness knows what they're going to do about her being a daughter of Abraham, but love conquers all. Did I mention she's already invited me to the wedding?
Yes, Doris. I have to put these in Dr. Duncan's office.
Indeed, Alma, indeed. Duty calls. Of course, it's rather a good thing that Miss Adams is getting beyond the age for kiddies. The wee one will be torn between Christian pillar and Jewish post. And the wedding itself may present a little dilemma. I suspect they may go for a quiet civil affair, unless they have two, one for him and one for her. But that seems a little excessive, don't you think?
Excuse me.
Lord!
Sister. When you hear I'm gone, don't take solace in the fact. There's many a slip twixt the cup and the altar. Shalom.
He wants to start straight away. He's confident he can help.
That's wonderful.
It might not be pleasant.
In what way?
He said he'll explain when I'm admitted. Requires a stay in an institution.
A mental
It's a
institution.
mental condition.
But
I trust him. He can fix me.
as long as you're sure.
I'm doing it for us. The three of us. I need a drink.
Let me.
Yes? Father.
I was just pouring James a drink.
I'd like a quiet word with my son, if you don't mind.
What is it?
I'll be in the other room.
What's wrong?
Might be best if we keep our voices down, for Olivia's sake. You were seen in the Walker's barn.
I don't know.
Grandmother has confirmed what you are. And Bert Ford is blackmailing us. Well? What have you got to say for yourself? James?
I am.
Is this why you tried to kill yourself? Might be best if you had. You disgust me!
Stop it! He's your son.
Well, you know.
Yes, for months.
And you're here.
I love James. If you can't, get out.
Lies?
Can you blame him? You just wished him dead. You should be ashamed, not him. I know it's a shock, but we are dealing with it.
Dealing?
Yes! Oh, my darling. The number. On the paper by the phone, Dr. Stewart. Tell him what's happened. No!
Bly.
Can't I go with him?
We'll settle him first, then you can see him. A word with you both.
Of course.
A man suffering James's malady fears the gaze of his father more than any other. He's been teetering on the verge of a breakdown for months. You are simply the tipping point. Don't be hard on yourself. Or you on him, Mrs. Bly. You and Mr. Bly will need to find some common ground to help James through this. For a father to discover his son is deviant is a great challenge. You can take solace, Mr. Bly, in the fact that he was seeking help and in the fact that he has this woman for his wife. There's nothing you can do at the moment. In fact, your presence would be counterproductive. So please, return to your life and I'll keep you informed of his progress. I'll telephone when he's settled. Any questions?
Look after my boy.
I understand how shocked you were. I was too initially. So I can forgive your reaction. Everything but wishing he'd succeeded on the ship.
I was upset.
You meant it.
I'm not proud.
Nor should you be.
I am proud of you. However, and what I've been told, he's seeking help.
What if that doesn't work? What if Dr. Stewart can't cure him?
He just said
What if he can't? I'll still love him. Will you? If you can't find the answer yes in your heart, don't come back.
Welcome back.
What was in that witch's brew you gave me?
Worked as magic.
What did I say?
You just slept. I'd like to readmit you.
No.
The way you were...
No, I can't control this from a hospital.
You can't control it from a coffin. I want you close to care.
I have to be here.
It's not just Sarah, is it? All right. I'll leave you something. I insist you take it, even though it will keep you a bit groggy, and I'll check in daily.
You lost it. Just like that.
Yes.
Why? How?
Perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
We'll never hold our baby.
No.
We should be happy.
We should.
This is easier.
Yes.
Come. Father Joe would say, our baby will spend eternity in limbo.
I don't believe that.
That's what the church says. God should punish us, not our baby. I want to pray here, not in a place where they say our baby's damned. Our baby's soul. Dear God, take our baby. Love our baby. Please.
Amen. You know that I didn't. If I had done that, I would tell you.
I know.
You do?
Yes.
I was so scared.
Jack.
He's gone.
Oh, I must have drifted off again. George.
No word. I've used the time well. The Jew's job application. All the information to give me a starting point over there.
I've underestimated you.
You have. I'll pack.
Now, any money you need, you let me know.
I'll let you know. Just remember our quid pro quo.
You rid me of her, you have my blessing to pursue George.
As my reward or his punishment?
This has precipitated a complete breakdown. It makes our task difficult, but not impossible. It's best if you leave him now. You can see him again after the first treatment.
I can't.
Yep. I will need your total cooperation. I'll wait outside.
Can he hear me?
He's retreated into himself, but I believe so, yes.
Just remember, we love you. He didn't mean the things he said. He was hurt. He loves you, too.
You sure?
We have all night. No one knows I'm back.
Sister, you've got a message. Prince Charming telephoned. He can't see you tonight. Says he'll see you in the morning. The usual place.
Who took this?
Maud did. I read it.
You've been living with Doris too long.
£1,000. Counted.
Oh, I'm sure I can trust a gentleman who wants to keep his son out of jail. Mind you, there's those inside might welcome the arrival of a good-looking young bloke.
There's another 500 if you leave the district and never come back.
You're trying to separate a man from his loved ones, George? Yeah, why not?
You're out of our lives forever. If you cross me on this, you'll regret it. I'm not proud of my reaction. There's no undoing it.
He'll recover.
He's in good hands.
This Dr. Stewart.
Seems to be the right man for the job. He said he would keep us informed.
And Olivia?
She's a fine woman. His strength.
Yes.
You should have told me.
George said we need to put our differences aside for this.
I've controlled Bert Ford.
Good.
You think you know your children, and then suddenly...
I could say the same of you. Your choice of wife is no less shocking to me than James's inclinations are to you.
That is ridiculous.
Well, both are unexpected. Both are betrayals of the norm.
Sarah and I don't compare.
Oh, stop. You at your least attractive, at your most sanctimonious.
You expect me to accept what he is?
He's your son, George. You're too good a man not to, in time.
And I think you're too good a woman not to accept Sarah. In time.
Life is full of ironies. I have always feared that she would destroy this family. I can only bend so far.
Mother, if anyone destroys this family, it will be you. Don't use Sarah as your scapegoat.
So much has happened, I don't know where to start.
Before you do, we have a problem.
Is he angry?
He's not yelling.
I thought he'd come in and kill me.
He's coming.
Please, will you stop and listen? They want to get married.
And that makes it all right. They're children.
They're adults in the eyes of the law.
She's not mature enough to be
I
doing...
think Anna might surprise you.
He's a Catholic.
I'm a Jew.
It's different.
How is it different? You can't do to them what Elizabeth's trying to do to us.
Sarah, they're living some romantic illusion. It will never last. I give it 3 months at best.
Be fair. Please. Just go in there and be fair. George, what if it did survive 3 months?
I should go talk to him.
He's leaving.
Where?
He just turned around.
This involves your parents, too. Your father's gone ahead to prepare them.
Pa will kill me.
You don't know that. And I've had an idea that might help.
After everything you have done for us, Gino has shamed us.
It was my fault as much as his.
No, Gino is the man.
We're in love, Papa. We're gonna get married.
Ma che capisci tu?
Oh, what I know? I know you can't stop us.
Ma che
Amo, Carla! This isn't helping.
We're old enough. We don't need permission.
Miss Anna, you need God's permission. Mr. George, our son is Catholic. Miss Anna is not. Sorry, ma, she's not right for him.
I should have spoken.
You knew? Why you don't tell me?
I thought it would end.
It end here in sin.
Mr. Paletti, the difference in religion is important, but...
It is everything.
I'm Jewish. Mr. Bly and I are going to marry.
Ma, he's not Catholic. No disrespect for you.
Amo, I understand. If this had happened a couple of days ago, even yesterday, I might not have been so understanding. But Sarah has made me see that opposing this would be hypocrisy. However, a love affair is quite different to living together day by day as a couple.
That's what we want.
Do you? Or do you just think you do? Sarah, please.
Anna and Gino are right. They can marry without permission, and I think they're quite prepared to. I'm suggesting you let them live together for 3 months as if they were married.
No, impossible.
In every way except sharing a bed. Anna could move into your home in a separate room and live the life of Gino's wife.
Mr. George, you agree with this?
Yes. Anna?
I thought
What?
Gino would come to live with us.
Is that what you thought?
My wife lives here, with me.
I see what you're doing. You think that I'm your spoilt, rich daughter who won't be able to do it.
I'm giving you a chance.
All right. I would do anything to be with Gino. 3 months, and I will become the perfect Catholic grape farmer's wife.
You see? You will all see.
And the Palettis agreed.
After lengthy discussion. They were about to elope. We're lucky they didn't.
Yeah, a small consolation.
She won't last 3 weeks, let alone 3 months.
How long it lasts is irrelevant, George. Her reputation will be tarnished irrevocably. Where is she?
In her room.
Mustering the courage to face me, I imagine. Then this ludicrous scheme was your fiancé's idea.
I agreed.
You wonder why I feel... Thank you, George.
Mother...
I said thank you. Regina.
Yes?
If you have the courage to make a choice, have the courage to face the consequences.
I was coming to see you.
Yet here I am.
I'm sorry I'm hurting you.
It's the hurt to yourself that worries me. When word of this gets out.
I will be Mrs. Gino Paletti. I won't care.
And what if you're not? What will you be then? There's only so much I can do to contain this.
I don't need your help. I don't want it. I just want him.
His Latin charms will fade, my dear. And where will you be then?
You're so bitter. You're going to end up old and alone.
Yeah, I am old. And I am alone. And all I ever wanted was to hold this family together. Ash Park to you will never be closed. But if you do this, my heart will be.
Is that what you said to Aunt Carolyn? When you turned your back on her?
Very similar. If I could do it to her, I can certainly do it to you.
Electroconvulsive therapy, or shock treatment, as it's sometimes referred to, is a medical procedure in which brief electrical stimulus is used to induce a cerebral seizure. A layman might call it a brain seizure, under controlled conditions. It's not pleasant. Your collapse into yourself is serious and must be treated immediately. We'll cure your sexual aberration later using a different technique. There's nothing to fear. It's been used on thousands of patients. Now, stay still. This is just to prevent you hurting yourself.
You're supposed to be gone.
Yeah, on my way. But I've been thinking. Another 500 would make sure of things.
We had a deal.
Nah, I reckon you got off light.
Two hours late. Can't say I'm impressed.
I had to deal with a situation.
What situation?
Look, I'd tell you about it if I could. It's...
Right. 2 days engaged and it's already interfering with your work.
It won't happen again.
I hope not.
I better get on with it.
Alma's handling it, no need. Take a couple of days, sort out whatever you have to.
I don't need a couple
Don't
of
you? You reckon you're going to make this work?
I can combine a job and a marriage.
It's not just any marriage.
And if I can't, you won't have to fire me, trust me. I'll resign.
He took the first treatment well. We'll continue on a regular basis. It's painful and disorienting. It can also lead to memory loss. You must be strong when you see him.
I can manage.
Don't let him down.
I'm scared.
I'm here. You can do this. You know you can.
Can I?
Yes.
Who am I?
James. I'm Olivia. You're my husband.
James. Lie.
Yes.
James, lie.
Regina, ask Norman to bring the car around, would you please? I have calls to make.
Calls?
Yes. The first one doesn't concern you. The second most certainly does. You're going to need time to unearth anything useful. You can have 3 months. Off you go.
She must have her own room.
She sleeps with Gilda.
I'll move on to the veranda.
She shares a bed. She will share you bed when you marry.
You want to scare her off?
Non apprezza niente.
Papa has made a decision.
Mamma.
Ma basta. She shares a bed. Finito. Mrs. Bly.
Carla, amo. You did your best. I understand. You?
I love Anna.
You think you do. You think you know her. You don't.
You think you know us, but you don't.
She will break your heart. I wish I could say you don't deserve it. Look after her. Bring her back as soon as possible.
Yes.
You I will never forgive.
You'll make a good husband. She will make a good wife.
I love the Martin. Okay. Miss Carolyn? It is! Goodness me! It's been so long!
Hello, Mrs. Collins.
Look how glamorous and sophisticated you are. You're back home for the announcement of the engagement, no doubt.
Something like that.
Nothing like a special occasion to bring a family together. I'm sure your mother misses you.
At times, I'm sure she does.
You're not being picked up by the family car then?
Not just yet. Catching up with an old friend. Thank you. It's a clever idea of yours, exposing Anna to the rigors of Paletti life.
She may prove up to them. She has a lot more to her than you give her credit for.
I'm not here to be lectured about my own granddaughter.
Why are you here?
This 3-month scheme,
Yes?
you're convinced of its worth?
Yes.
You stand by it?
Yes.
Very well. I shall support it. On one condition. While Anna lives with the Palettis, testing her resolve to marry inappropriately, you will spend 3 months at Ash Park doing the same.
That won't change anything.
But it might. Significantly. If you do fit into our milieu, my will could change again. George could have both you and Ash Park. 3 months sacrificed so that he may once again inherit.
That sounds like blackmail.
Well, I think of it as me being fair.
And who will judge whether or not I fit in?
Why, you, of course. As Anna will her situation. At the end of 3 months, you will both know. Well,
If Anna can do it.
Anna's moving into a house where she doesn't have a sworn enemy. You don't have to do this for me.
I want to. And I want to prove to her that she's wrong about me.
Mother will do anything to sabotage you.
Let her.
She's tough.
I'm tougher.
I know who I'll be putting my money on.
So do I.
Yes. Carolyn?
It's been a long time, Jack.
For 20 years. What?
I've come to talk about our daughter.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in a breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violence